Hi, welcome to lessonswithtroy.com. I'm Troy Brenningmeyer. Well, today's lesson we're getting into the pedal steel. This is my first lesson for pedal steel. It's called Pedal Steel Basics Volume Number 1. And in this one, we're jumping right into playing. I'm going to show you some technique, how to put on picks and the bar and all that, but we're not going to spend a ton of time with that. What we're going to focus on in this lesson is jumping right into making some music with movable chord grips. And I'm kind of learning this instrument too, so I wanted to take you on the journey with me and include tablature, make out charts. And as I'm learning, whatever I'm learning, I'll put right into the lesson so we can kind of learn together. So if you're ready, go ahead and print out your diagram and your tablature. Here's what the diagram I made looks like. And I'll explain this in just a second. But this should be really helpful for these movable chord grips. Basically what you've got here is you've got the neck. Here's the neck with the 10 strings, and this is E9 tuning. So it's a 10-string pedal steel tuned to E9. And so this is one neck here, and then as you can tell, that would be without pushing down any pedals. These are the chords you get down here on the bottom of the neck, and up here are the frets. And I have everything labeled there. And the red dots, that's the strings that you can hit that will give you these chords or notes out of these chords. And then when you move down to the bottom neck and you press down on your A and your B pedals, and I'll show you what all this means during the lesson, but then you get these chords. So this diagram is going to be really useful, I think, to you into understanding where the chords are, and when you push down on the pedals, how it changes the chord as well. And like I said, I have tablature with this lesson too. We have about, 4 pages or so of tablature. And here's what that looks like. I'll just kind of show you. So kind of like my dobro lessons and my lap steel lessons, I'm real detailed with the tablature, and just real basic stuff here in this lesson. These movable chord grips, and then using pedals to give you different chords. So we're going to really focus on just the basics of just really getting your right hand to hit the right strings and for you to understand what those chords are. And then when you push down on the A and the B pedal, how that's going to change the chords. So just real basic stuff in this one, but I think you'll really get a lot out of it, and you can jump right on in to making some music. So print out your diagram, print out your tablature, and let's get going with Pedal Steel Basics Volume Number 1. Okay, real quick, I wanted to explain how this tablature is going to work so that you can really understand what each part of the tablature means, because there's a lot going on here. First of all, let's just take it and let me back it off, and just this first part here. Over here you see the tuning, and the bottom line here, that's going to be your lowest string on your pedal steel. And then as you go up, this is your highest string or thinnest string. So as you can see, that B, and then all these notes right there, that's the strings without pushing down on anything or using your bar or anything. That's what those notes equal, just open. Okay, and then on this particular line, I've got the right hand fingering. That's what this part is. The T means thumb, I means index, and M means middle finger. Okay, and that's what you're grabbing here. The 0 just means you're not putting your bar down on anything. You're just hitting those strings open. Okay, now as we move down, you can see where the pedals come into play on the tablature. See where it says B and A? Okay, so as you see on this line, so that's 0, 0, 0. So you're not pushing down on any pedals. But on the next one over here for this A or 4 chord, this A pedal is going to change that lowest string, and then the B pedal is going to change this particular string. So as you read through that, that's what when you see the A and the B, that just means that you're pushing down on your A and your B pedals. Okay. And then up here, for all of you that know how to read sheet music, you can see what the actual notes in the staff look like, and it's 8 VA, so that's up an octave from how it would read on normal piano music. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Okay, I just wanted to go over kind of the layout of the different camera angles so you can understand what you're looking at here. Okay, so this particular angle, you've got my right hand in the top right and also bottom right of your screen. Just a couple different angles of the right hand. And then here are the fret numbers. So just like my dobro lessons, I have what each fret is so that you can kind of see when I, let's say, go to the 3rd fret. You can just see right there my bar is on that 3rd fret. So there's the number 3. So you can just kind of follow the numbers and kind of get a general idea where I'm at from those numbers. Okay, and then in the same angle, you can actually see my pedals here. So I have those labeled as well, the A pedal, B, and C pedal. In this lesson, we're just focusing on the A and B pedal. And let's go ahead and shift to the other angle here. And you can actually get a better view of the pedals here. You can get a more kind of close-up view of what, and it's just the tip of my foot. The other kind of back of my foot's kind of cut off, but all you need to know is, like there, I'm on my B pedal, and then roll over to the A pedal. And you can see a nice close-up of the right hand, where I may need to show you that. Okay, so those are the angles, and hopefully you can really see exactly what's going on, and that'll help you through this lesson a lot better. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so if you have your tablature printed out, we're going to work on measures 1 through 4 right now. And this is going to be the foundation of the whole lesson, these major chord grips. It's basically a major triad, and we're going up in what's called the different inversions. So it's just the same notes in the chord. It's just going to be they're in different orders and different octaves. That's basically all this is just these chord grips. But that's really huge as you understand how to get those, and then with your bar, you know, how to get chords using your bar and then putting the pedals in there, how to get the 1, 4, and the 5 chord in any particular key. That's what we're really going to focus on in this lesson. Okay, so go ahead and put your hand in this position here. Keep your thumb kind of in front of your index finger. And this first grip is going to be in measure 1 there. We're playing that lowest string, our 10th string, or our B string. And then we're going to skip a string, skip this 9th string, and then go to your 8th string. Okay, and then with your middle finger, you're going to skip a string and then go to your 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, your 6th string. So 10, 8, and 6. And then those notes would be open. You know, I'm not using my bar or anything. This is just open strings. We're playing B, E, and G sharp. So we're really starting on the 5th of our chord, our B note, and then here's the root of our chord, E, and then the major 3rd of our chord, G sharp. Okay, so what I want you to do technique-wise is to really use palm blocking or pick blocking. What you're going to do is you're going to pluck it once, and then just roll your wrist back and get that heel of your hand to mute out what you just played. Or touch the strings also with your picks, or do a combination, you know, heel of your hand and picks. But the idea is to keep this hand, your right hand, real close to those strings at all times. So what I want you to do is to play that 4 times, and each time touch your fingers back down on the strings just right where you plucked, and also use that heel of your hand to mute out. So you're going to pluck and mute, pluck and mute, pluck and mute, pluck and mute. And just keep doing that, and your hand will eventually get used to that shape. It's an odd shape to be in, but just over and over and over and over again, get used to that grip there. Now, that's the first grip we're working with. And just think about that as far as the notes of the chord. That's the 5th, the root, and the 3rd of the chord. Okay, so our next grip starts on measure 2 of your tablature.